I'm gonna give this just a few moments here, just to collect my thoughts. I'm just gonna give it a moment to collect my thoughts. Really kind of moving off of a spiritual high, thanks to Queen Felicia. Thank you, Queen Felicia. Thank you, Angie, for being there too. Fell out of the sky like an angel. Represented me like you grew up with me. What's up, Alexis? That was very powerful. You know, the name Felicia means happy. It took a while before she made me feel those feelings. Got a real glimpse of her yesterday, just peeping in. I could feel my anger starting to break. Normally, I meditate, I do inner work. I relieve myself of anger by, doing the work, the spiritual work. But not this time. This time was different. Felicia cracked this shell. She cracked this cage. I'm gonna say this. Cali, I'm gonna say this to you, bro. You was my friend. Every plan I ever had was genuine. All the things I wanted to do were genuine. And I know deep down, you know that. I came in this way too fast. Trusting everybody, trying to lead this movement, but not truly understanding people yet. I just had something to say, something to teach. wanted to help people. I saw you, man. You said today, you said you were already determined that no matter what I said, you was just going to accept it because you were tired. I don't want to fight, but I hate that. I hate that, bro. I think if it was the other way around, you would see exactly where I was coming from. Never had any intention of hurting you, bro, ever. Telling you you were high offends you. One day, you're going to really step back and look at things. And you're going to remember the work we did together, the time we put in. Not in groups, but just me and you. It'll come to you. But I'm going to say this, bro. The other day, I let this go. I just said, go be great, pretty much, right? Pointed in the right direction. But, bruh, I got to say this. You hurt me bad, bro. I'm sure you affected my reputation. Even if I can't see it that great. But I mean me. You didn't give me a chance, bro. You went straight online. And after that, you believe what anybody told you. You kept going, kept going. You know I didn't have no weight loss surgery, bro. You know that. It's crazy because you literally saw me. Not like that. Shrooms last 8 hours, 10 hours, right? I mean, sometimes longer. But I was on bed rest for a year, bro. You saw me get out in events. You was with me, bro. You saw me. You had to carry me. You and another dude had to carry me in the house at the Airbnb. See, the reason we went at it so hard is because I wanted to believe that you had a bad trip. But when you started saying all of that stuff, I didn't believe you anymore. That's when it was no holds barred. I said, this dude trying to destroy me. He telling blatant lies. I've shown the video that Josh recorded of him stealing money, admitting it. Admitting that donations came to his account before mine. Admitting that no money came in. You've heard me say over and over, Josh can come and bring forth all of the PayPals so we can see how much was truly collected. Because I know how much I received. Josh makes a video calling me a scammer. This was before your time. We settled that. You know that's a lie, but you said it over and over. It made me believe you're just lying. But I watch you go through that night. And I'm going to accept that you have a real problem with that night, that you have a hard time seeing any other way than how you saw it in that mirror. I mean, I have to. So I know I can probably count on you ain't gonna make anything right that you said about me. But that ain't what this video about. I just gotta say this. I cared about my group. I cared about my team, every last one of them. If there were misunderstandings, we could have resolved them. So many things were mishandled, brought to online, broke my trust, made me want to no longer deal with people. I had every intention of continuing my work. Every intention. I feel like y'all didn't give me time to heal. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I feel like I worked my butt off, studied, gave y'all my life, regardless of the ridicule, regardless of my own financial condition. And I feel like when it came to, when push came to shove, the world kind of just left me, I mean, it stood there with its hands out wanting my knowledge, right? But when I needed y'all, and I'm not even talking financially, I mean just grace. It was like no understanding. I'm barely back on my feet. And it's already the criticism. You guys have came out and spoke on me, from everything to how events went, to your opinion of the food there, or the event in and of itself, how the chairs look. We was just starting, y'all. We had way more influence than money. It needed time. Every last one of you guys that I tried to work with in what I was doing, I was very, very, very sincere. I wanted it with all my heart. But every time somebody went online, I got more reluctant. It just, I hated it. So Cali was like the last straw. Said I was done. Done putting myself around people, putting all this trust into people. And it turns out like this. Even if I have some wrong in it, it shouldn't turn out like that. That ain't how people should behave if they truly are for something. Let's be real. It's like you guys set out on a mission. Yeah, I responded. And I hate that we made such a mess of this. We were supposed to do good in the community, right? For the last 5 years, when it comes to community outreach, we just bickered. Bro, you said things to me. If I was standing in front of you, neither one of us would probably be here today. All over how you feel about that night. Because I've never done anything to you, bro. You wouldn't have been there if I had. Chatty was speaking on you the other day. She scrolled down my page and saw in my comments that you had spoke to my son saying, "What's up, nephew?" Yeah, I remember those days. I see you set up and say he attacked my family, and attacks come out of here. Attacks come out of everywhere. Attacks come out of here. Your speech betrays you. For a warrior, you should never sit and talk like that, especially when you threw the first punches, bro. A warrior, no. When you in a fight, you don't complain about the punches that's being thrown. You wasn't being attacked. I never wanted to attack you. Anybody around you. Not Diesel, not Stephanie. Sure as hell not Angie. She's never done nothing to me. And anything that she has done or said is in defense of you. Got no problem with that lady at all. She was always on the up and up. But I know we're not ever going to be good. Not just based on what's been done, but based on all the people you have around you. I watch people who are a part of my team who talk with me, say negative things on your behalf because they don't know me in that way. When I left them, we were on good terms. When I left them, I was going to get surgery. Elijah, DeWanda, when I left them, I was going to get surgery. They shouldn't have anything to do with our beef. But what happens is people like to talk, triangulate, and nobody ever talks to you about it. If you don't know who he is, guys, don't worry about it. I don't plan on making him known again. It's just something I got to say. I used to do a lot of work back in the day. And I stopped it all because of one horrible night. And this encounter has caused people to look at us both in ways that are not us. If you would have saw us before that, you would know that. But I was just saying, it'll never go back not because of what's been done, but because of all the confusion around it. Leaders should never argue in front of who they're leading. It always creates division. It always distracts. It always destroys the whole mission. Always. I don't think I've ever seen it go a different way. But I want to say this. I'm sure none of you will apologize for what you said about me, what you said to me. And that's okay. I can't bind myself to that. If you guys never change how you feel about me, that's okay. I can't bind myself to that. But I don't hate y'all. I never have. It's always been hurtful going back and forth with y'all because I always wanted the most for us. I apologize for what I've said to you guys to hurt you guys. I'm about to get back on my mission, and I just wanted to let you guys know I apologize and I forgive you guys. Hopefully, you guys can go and do your missions, do your things. But I just needed to say this. That group meant a lot to me, man. What Josh did truly affected it. And then what Cali did, he didn't destroy it. I just put it down. So ineffectively, I guess he did. But I got a purpose that I truly been holding back. Watching Felicia, it's like watching a mirror. Just in the way that her pain blocks her power, her anger masks her vulnerability. But when it escapes just a little bit of it, I can feel it. It's unreal. And it's amazing how so many of us are the same way. We've been hurt time and time again. And that pain is what's holding back our power, our aura, our vulnerability. We toughen up. We think that makes us stronger, but it don't. Not when it comes to like your superpower. Your superpower, it has to flow. It can't be bound up in anger, guilt, animosity, resentment. It flows freely through joy, inspiration, motivation, freedom. When Felicia was sharing some of the things that she feels like she struggles with, she said them so pure and so freely. I don't suffer from any of those things. But she set me free from an anger that's felt like 1,000,000 pounds. I've been trying to summon my true self. Where is that guy? I used to have thoughts drop into my mind. Downloads crazy. Where is he? I want him back. If I could ever be him again. If I could ever tap into that again. I owe every last one of y'all on that live tonight that gave up your anger, that put it to the side, no matter what was said. Some of your kids was talked about, your parents, your loved ones. Seeing my sister get up there and just try, knowing she's still in pain. All that moved me, man. I spent most of this saga disappointed in myself, disappointed in all of you too. But tonight, y'all are something else, boy. I appreciate you. I got a lot to say to a lot of you on the positive side, but I'm going to save it because I know I won't get through it. But just know y'all got it coming. I owe y'all. And I'm going to make you proud of the day y'all believed in me. I don't just apologize to this side, though, y'all. I apologize to everybody. I got to get this up off me. I ain't made for this. I'm not made for word wars. Some of the things been said in this saga, I'll never forget. That hurt me forever. And not just what was said about me, about some of y'all. Most of my crying was done when somebody said some of the things about y'all. I couldn't imagine the pain y'all were feeling when it was said. So to know that I've probably said something like that to somebody that hurt somebody else, boy, that kills me. So the things I said, the things I said in the moment. I ain't mean for them to last forever. And if I could take them back, I would. But I can't apologize. I can't say I'm sorry. I can say that wasn't the best version of me. It's me, but it ain't the best version of me. We all yin and yang. We're all good and bad. We got good and bad, y'all. We really shouldn't feel bad for defending ourselves. We really shouldn't. It's a beautiful luxury awarded every one of us to not be ran over, to not be bullied. But it don't change the fact for you beautiful souls who live in a world that give you those rights, because shit still hurt, don't it? Even when you're hurting them, even when you win the fight, you still walk away hurt. None of us can walk through this world and be a monk. If you choose to never kill, then you choose to starve to death. You choose to never take a step. You choose to never walk through the grass. Say, don't be so spiritual that you know earthly good, right? The moment you get to a point to where you're so spiritual that you can't make a mistake, you're doomed. Know that we all make them. Know that we're all supposed to be the observer and not the judge. We're not the judge, y'all. We're the observer. We're supposed to learn from each other. If somebody's saying hateful things, they're in pain. If you feel pain from what they're saying, you're in ego. You're not your avatar. If someone is saying something hurtful, they are the ones that's in pain. Be the observer. It'll free you. I used to be so good at that until the pain came from somebody so close to me. And I forgot everything that I had learned. I had stepped out of my body. Nothing offended me no more. I wasn't Kevin Wesley. I wasn't even the name my mother gave me. I was something else. I was something to marvel at. You had to see me. You couldn't tell me nothing because I was learning it all. And I could teach it with the best of them. We all have the capability of being that version of ourselves, the version of ourselves that supersedes who you think you are, what you think of other people should think you are. All of us have a version of us that is so free. All we care about doing is being. I see it, Andre. There's a level, family, that we can get to where all you think about is being. You don't care what anybody say. I'm going to get back to being. I'm going to get back to building. And I got to let y'all go. I got to free y'all. I got to forgive y'all. I have to free myself from the resentment, the anger, the pain, and build with people again. I got to trust people again. And I don't want to. But I got to do a lot of things I don't want to do. If I want to be who I once was and beyond. I'm moving forward for real, bro. I know you say, well, I still believe it. All right, bro. Okay. But I'm moving on. One day you're going to wake up from this psychosis, bro. You're going to do the same work that you did when you freed yourself before. You're going to line up reality, and you're going to line up what is in your psyche, and you're going to break free. And in order to do so, just like the last time you broke free, you had a bunch of people around you who tried to keep you convinced into believing what you were believing. But you were strong enough to use your own mind. Use it, bro. Use it. I'm not just saying it because it benefit me. You're not the same. You hadn't been since that night. Everybody agrees. Everybody. I'm sure even the people closest to you can agree with that. So I'm going to tell you this. Take my words for it or not. I'm serious, Cali. Burn you some sage, bro. I'm serious. Get in a room. Big room. Sage can produce a lot of smoke. Cover your smoke detectors. Or just go outside in the backyard. Go get you a stalk of sage, bro. For real, for real. If you haven't tried this, this is one of the things that can help to vibrate your mind back in its rightful place. It's just a herb. You can go to any of these African stores and get it. Get you a bundle of sage. Get you a little blowtorch. You can get them at the gas station or whatever. Put it around your crown, bro. Circle it around your crown. Start at your feet. Get outside bare feet. Go around your feet with it, or have Angie do it, and take it from your feet up to around your crown, back down again, back up again. I'm serious, bro. If you still come out of it thinking this way, hey, but that's a start. And you should consider seeing a shaman. A shaman, bro. Just sit down and talk with him. He may have something he can give you to help you too. This is not you coming to me. Go to a shaman, find your own. We argue about this for 5 years, bro. Take some time. Do the external work. Start with the sage. Then go to a shaman. If that don't work, the sage sometimes clears it up. If not, go to a shaman. I should have been said this, but we was at war, fighting instead of making sense. Take the next few days, bro. Just try that. But Godspeed either way. I didn't call a lot of names in this other than Cali. But I mean, for every last one of you. I'm sorry and you're forgiven. Whatever happened with that, I'm just going to leave it there. I've tried to talk it out. I've tried to work it out. I'm going to leave it there. But I needed to do that before. I needed to do this before I start my rebuild. All right, y'all. I wasn't going to be long. Just need to say that there's so much more to say, not necessarily to him, but just about so much pain, yo. I've had the experience dealing with this, seeing people play about it and turn on me and act like they believe it. And y'all, I really truly know, and I got a strong mind, a really strong mind. And I truly know how cyberbullying can drive somebody off a ledge. I truly know, because I've been on the wrong side of it. Y'all, please use this internet carefully. There's real people with real hearts on the other side of it, and you don't know how fragile they are. And just because they look strong, it don't mean they are. And I think this saga could show you that. Take a look at the strongest people in this saga. You can't tell me they haven't proven to be fragile. It's all a front. Every last one of you, you're soft. And we should be. Being hard is desensitized. We are interconnected, y'all. We all got dead parents. We've all had bad things happen to us. Some of us so similar, it's like we are twins and we're hating each other. You're literally meeting yourself with the same pains as you, the same traumas as you, and you don't like you. You hate you for the behavior you exhibit due to the trauma. And you look past the trauma and only see the behaviors and hate each other due to understanding you. And I think many of you wanted understanding in your life. But when you saw somebody who went through exactly what you went through, you saw a monster. You saw somebody detestable. And that's because we were looking in judgment, not observing. If we were observing, we would know that God, universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, was doing all of us the greatest favor. It was showing us ourselves. The moment you get mad at somebody for doing something, you do just that. And the universe is saying, see, gotcha. It's why Buddha's always laughing. It's why Jesus is always forgiving. That's why his grace is sufficient. The behavior is the same, but the reason's different. Well, yeah, I cussed you out, but it's because you cussed me out. But you cussed them out. Wow. But I'm less innocent because I was driven to do it, not to God. It is all sin. And that's the concept of it. It is the behavior. The behavior alone causes pain. Even if you hit me back, it still hurts me. I've learned in this saga, some of the people throwing the strongest punches are the weakest. They can dish it, but they can't take it. They have a mighty, powerful voice, but their heart is so soft and sincere. So if you fight them back with the same propensity they fighting you with, you're going to kill them. If you say back to them what they just said to you, you're going to destroy them. And it don't feel fair, right? It's like telling your parent, I hate you, and your parent saying, I hate you too. You will be like, oh. And if your parents say, but you said it first, you will be like, what the, what? Still, you're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to be better. But we all human. And it's understandable as children to think that grown-ups should be better, but it's crazy as grown-ups to think other grown-ups should be better. No matter the age, no matter the title, no matter the gender. We should know we're fallible on sight. On sight. Because we made of it all. I am, therefore I am. Shouldn't be a shock to you. We throw people away so easily. But I get it. We've been hurt a lot. We think we know people in a moment. And when somebody reached their breaking point, oh, we really got them then, don't we? They finally revealed themselves. We're so cruel. But what's beautiful about the world is that we're also so powerful when we want to be. I watched y'all in a moment turn shit around. If you go to Felicia's live from the beginning of it, it almost looked like the beginning of this saga. She came in like a bat out of hell. But by the end of it, it's something completely different. People apologizing, forgiving each other. And this wasn't like last time. I think somebody said that. Sabrina might have said that. This came from a real place. So many times I felt like I got let down because I got my hopes up, eager to meet with so many of you who I was familiar with. Early on, of course, it was Sweet Ma. I was so hurt by that. But we spoke, we good. Right, Alexis? And Alexis, you and Amber, Y'all so dope together. Y'all go hard for each other, boy. I love that. I love that y'all so raw. Y'all argue, y'all fight, but y'all got each other's back. Y'all put on display what siblings look like, and we all play like we don't go through that. And y'all strong, because even when y'all fall out, people instigate it too, but y'all don't ever let it truly stop y'all. Y'all strong. And I think that's why people overlook y'all trolling people and saying stuff. So we be seeing that shit too. And we be hating it because we be knowing that people gonna try to make us make a decision. And it is hypocritical. But people have good sides to them too. I had to accept that when I saw people befriend each other that I didn't like. If I could have chosen that they didn't be friends, I would have. But some of them managed to stay friends. And so it just shows, man, it's so complex. D-Ham like a brother. Brother got my back. Said I wasn't gonna do this. I better stop. Because if I get started on you, Angie, I'm gonna start crying. I think my wives too. Y'all didn't see it on the front end. Y'all didn't see it on what we call the front end. But I call this end over here the front end, because without them, I would have crashed out. I would have crashed out. Either I would have been in the grave or Cali would have, and that means the other one would have been in a prison cell. I would have crashed out, y'all. I would have lost my mind. And I'm sure he could say the same. And it's so dumb because it's online. It's like you log in, look at this shit, listen to it, and then you're ready to crash out. It's so crazy. That's why I say it's demonic, because once it get a hold of you, it got you. I think we all sleeping on this internet. We think it's like something to play with. It's just the internet. It ain't just the internet, man. And it's just not true. And I think we got to stop trying to see it that way and start accepting it for what it is. This shit got just as much power as if you said this stuff to somebody's face. And if we don't accept that, we won't be accountable to it. And we'll move carelessly, because after all this anger, after all this time of fighting, listen to all these people be honest about how hurt they truly were. How hurt they truly were. Listen at this. So that means the other side hurting too. So is it really the other side? Like, just think about this. It's just people. It's all in our minds. It's no such thing. I used to tell people that states, cities, streets are just contracts in a courthouse, social contracts in a courthouse. There's no such thing as state lines. We're not separated by states, y'all. We're just on earth. And the mind is powerful, because if you believe in social agreements, you'll think you're really in Detroit. Oh, we just got into Detroit. I've put my foot on every state. It's just a social contract. Humans do this, y'all. It's all in our heads. Likewise, we gave them this name, Beehive, right? It gave us the opportunity to see them as a collective and not individuals. It helped us fight them better, because You got to be mean to fight them. And if you see them as individuals, you will hold back. But I think in doing that, it desensitized us to that. They, like us, have feelings. Tonight, we saw something beautiful, but family, that was truly just a half of it. There's another side to this that we still have yet to see. I know that people who have been hurt have every right to hold people who have hurt them accountable. But the war, the consistent hurting of people, the consistent destroying of people's confidence, guys, that's all we got. Amor, I know you'll never admit it, but I can tell I hurt you, and I'm sorry. But you play too much. You're so mean when you want to be. And I've seen you be so good to some people. You look like my mama. I wanted to be on the good side of that. That's another reason you made me so angry. I feel like we have so much in common. Just in terms of things we experienced in life. But go be great. No problem with you. I'm moving on. I know, like, me and Queen's Throne met on bad terms. And I feel like she would have been all right with me if we'd have met fairly, fair and square. We may never get a chance to truly get to formally see each other, but I do respect you. You did stand strong when everybody else was failing to, and I mean in that moment right there on that channel, you did some shit, yo. I be believing in a lot of people, and in the moment, even if I'm beefing with them, I still do believe in them, though, even though we going at it. But you really stood on business, yo. And I'm talking about, I was one of the ones who said I don't see a point in covering it. But man, the way you covered it, that might be the best edit you done. I mean, you got skills, yo. I don't know what was going on with you and Sonetta. I looked at that like it's no truth at all because I know what was going on with me. But you make me want to look more at your content and see who else you've covered. Because that was dope, yo. You represented a lot of women with that. And I'm so proud of how you did that. Real shit. You have alliances that I know would be highly offended if we were to connect, but just know there's a respect there for you. And honestly, that's why I never really came at you like that. I knew you believed what you were saying. And when you didn't, you stopped saying it. I mean, stopped cold turkey. You didn't apologize. You didn't make it a thing. But that was enough for me. Because real recognize real. What's understood needs no explanation. It shows that you're true to your friends and you're true to your work. No quarrel with you at all. Yeah, Lily, I said never again. And maybe it was meant to be. Maybe all of this has been one giant lesson intended uh, for me to learn something. I always say I'm a student of the universe. Be careful when you join that class. Be careful when you join that university. That's why they call it that. University. Be careful when you join university because they don't use math and arithmetic and science and um, literature and language arts to teach you. The universe uses pain, grief, loss, confusion, love, resentment. And it's up to you to learn them. Ain't no calling you to the front of the class. It's no one who can hold you accountable. Only the consequences of life. You have to hate the life you have so badly. No, you can't hate the life you live so badly. It's impossible to manifest. Hate cannot exist in you. Hate exists in hell. You don't have to hate the condition you're in. You have to love where you're trying to get to so much you get up and get out of the place that you're in. There's no place for hate. Hate is not a emotion that you really want to work in. It's an emotion for gauging how you feel about something. It's a check engine light, but don't move in hate. Hate will only slow you down. Love lightens you up. You're gonna move a whole lot faster when you're moving in love. No, Rob, I get it. That's what I'm saying. That's the universe. It's all of it. You can't just have joy without knowing pain. There'd be so much that we wouldn't learn. So we all have to understand that someone who brings you pain, someone who brings you grief, um, even someone who brings you love, we don't have a right to hold on to these people. Most of it is only for a time, and most of them are just doing their job. Overall, it's for your development. Maybe one day I'll be thanking Cali for what he's done. I don't see that day no time soon, but you never know. The balance is necessary. It's absolutely true. I think one of the greatest problems with Western thinking is it separated good and bad. It separated the day. It separated the darkness from the light and called it day and night. That's my biggest problem with Western theology is that with those concepts, it breaks our mind because they are one and the same. There is no darkness and light. They are one and the same. You don't have one without the other. They are not two things. There's no such thing as just good or bad. They always exist simultaneously. The day you have your child, most beautiful day on the planet. But the day you have that child, you just created the opportunity to lose them or for them to lose you. You can taste something that's so sweet and it be bad for your body. You can eat something that's bland or even horrible or bitter and it be just what you need. We're so harsh when it comes to judgment because this thing that doesn't taste good now becomes nasty or bad, even though it's good for us. And we should know that everything ain't going to be good to us. And so as humans, a lot of times what we do is we move around foods that are bad, that taste bad, calling them bad. And this creates a nasty habit because you can't do this in real life. You want to choose every person that's going to never hurt you. We want that, but it's just not possible. It's going to be about 50-50 because that's just life. And the people who do love you are still going to hurt you. Everybody going to hurt you and love you. Everybody is. To say I would never hurt you, or you know I would never do anything to hurt you, should be more of the truth. But you lock us in a room long enough, if we deal long enough, I'll do or say something that hurts you. It's just life. And it could be just based on who you are. It could be based on something I did for real, but it's just life. Light and darkness are very much the same. Pain and love, they're very much the same. They're all emotions. They're all emotions, and they're all equally valuable. Western theology also put more weight on love, when every emotion is equally valuable. You're supposed to learn from every last one of them. I don't believe we deserved it either, but I think that a lot of things happen to a lot of us that we don't deserve. And if we look at it in that way, a lot of times it makes you victimize yourself and see yourself as going through more hurt than anybody else. And when you hear people express the pain they've gone through, I think that's all that matters, is that they understand what it's like. They know words hurt. They know that the internet is powerful. But Pretty Green Eyes, that means so much to me. I thank you so much, because it's been such a painful time, terribly painful time. And I'm so thankful that my family did all it could to survive it. But guys, I don't want to keep you. I truly am thankful for all of you guys. Again, I want to thank. I have to thank Felicia for her live. Is really what the last two times she was up, or last two times I saw her at least. It's just she's had a move on me, y'all. And so I just appreciate it. She's let her light shine, and it's really helped me to kind of shake myself of all of this. And if any of you guys have tried to comment and I didn't see you, you're probably blocked. I'm going to unblock too. And tomorrow when I come back, it's going to be fresh. Everybody's going to be unblocked. And we're going to start new. And truly, guys, there's this saying, crying over spilled milk. It's truly self-explanatory. But the milk's already on the floor, right? The damage has already been done. The words have already been said. The posts or videos have already been made. Let's move on. We just have to pick up the milk now. Let's just get it up. It's on the floor already. No need to cry over it. Let's just get it up together. Don't matter whose fault it was. Let's just get it up together. Yeah, I see you, dream girl. Naomi, it's been painful. Trying to mask it this whole time has been painful. I feel like they took some of the most challenging moments of my life and they weaponized them against me and confused the world about them. I feel like they took those moments from me, even though I know they happen in real life, and I know who I am because of them. I still feel like they took those moments from me. I feel like they tried to erase every good deed I ever done. And I feel like it's all out of anger for something that they're not telling me. Because what they're saying isn't true. Most of those people over there never had a conversation with me. I saw Elijah say something negative, broke my heart. I don't know him. I've only done work with him online, just like building with him on social media. But I had a lot of hope for him. I didn't know he felt the way about me, but I guess his alliances is with Cali, and he's going to see it his way. Same thing with Dewan. I really cared about those people. I saw your heart, King. Nothing could change my mind about you. But I know where you're coming from. Thank you. I mean, and what's crazy, Naomi, is everybody says that, but I don't know why it just feels like, and maybe that's the power of gaslighting, but it just feels like that it was damaged in some way. I don't know, but nevertheless, maybe these were lessons I had to learn. I came into this totally green, wanting to change the world, and just adding anybody on my team who's wanting to be there. But this time, I'm going to vet better, and I'm only going to allow people around me who have a purpose and who has a proven purpose with a proven history. I'm not going to be so easy to get close to this time. There's a lot on the line. There's a lot of people who can benefit from my calling, my purpose. And so, yeah, it's time to rise. Ain't that right, Angie? It's time to rise up. Yeah, Devon, that's right, Devin. And stay at it too, and stay consistent. Just get back to it. Soon all of this will be behind me. It'll be so far behind me I can't even look back to see it. Even if I were to decide to look back, which I'm not, I got a crook in my neck. Indeed. Y'all got it coming though. Okay. I'm gonna write everybody's names down because I don't want to miss nobody. And I am going to celebrate you guys. And I'm going to truly thank you guys by name. Because there's no words to express how much I appreciate you. And I'm speaking to the content creators and the supporters that have been here. Because it felt so lonely without y'all. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. I wouldn't wish this on any content creator out there who has an established platform ever, that this many people turn against them and speak on them like this and make videos about them. I wouldn't wish this on any of them. I really wouldn't. This was a toll. A lot of you guys just came into this and were offended by what people said. Imagine you've been out here in the public eye for years and have a reputation that you really stand to lose. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine that. It's crazy. It's nasty work. It's a feeling that make you wish you never stepped out here. It's like it's like it took something that was beautiful, something that felt like a dream come true, something that felt like it was unfair, and made it feel like hell because you got to come on here to do your work. But then when you log on, you have to see all these negative things about you. And, you know, in life, typically you can avoid places like that. You see what I'm saying? So, When you get online and you just scrolling and see a picture of your baby up and somebody mocking it, it'll make you never want to scroll again. It's like a trauma. It's like, damn, because it just shows you it's a cruel world. But we all have some healing to do. And I think a lot of you guys probably, I know a lot of people at least don't like this word therapy, but I think we all should consider it at least just to make sure that we're okay, because you don't want to be carrying this and it's showing itself in any way in your life moving forward. So take the time, maybe sit down and talk with someone, or Chat GPT is actually a good therapist too. You can talk to it. It can respond if you get Chat GPT. Just whatever help that you can get, because if some people can't afford a therapist, but I'm serious, if you guys feel like it's some things that's been said to you that you can't get over, you can sit down with this device. I'm serious, it's dope. You could ask it, why does this bother me so much? What are things I can do to try and heal from this? And what's the best ways to handle it going forward so it doesn't bother me if somebody else says it? And it's really dope, yo. It even tell you like different numbers you can call and stuff like that. But if you can afford therapy, family, get it and just see if you're okay. Okay, because the mind, you can't see it; it's behind your eyes. And most of us think that we're okay back there, but we're not. Okay, and even therapists have to have therapists. Okay, keep that in mind. I heard somebody say it today. That was powerful. If I remember who said it, I would have gave you credit. But that's it, family. Peace to y'all, and I love y'all. I love y'all, each and every last one of you. Peace.